Hello, yes, hi, and welcome to the Dark Knight Conspiracies, episode 53. What if? So, a quick programming note. I've recently opened a Rumble account, which I'll try and upload this episode to. And for all you people that watch this on Rumble, if you want to see previous episodes, you can go to my BitChute or YouTube channel. With that being said, I'd like to wish everybody a happy 4th of July, but quite frankly, I really don't know what we're celebrating. So what if? This is a topic I love to play with. I do it all the time in my critical thinking and base theory of logic, as I call it. And I'll quote Mr. Spock from a Star Trek movie. When you eliminate all that is possible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Translation: the impossible can be the truth, no matter how far-fetched. So, I'm going to be all over the board here today, as I'm doing this all off the cuff, straight from my head and my heart. This last year and a half has been difficult for a lot of people, for a lot of reasons. But people are getting tired. People are getting frustrated. We keep hearing, trust the plan. Have faith. And yes, I will never lose my faith. But my faith is with the Lord, not with man. For the Bible tells us not to put your faith in man, for he will always let you down. The one person, the one entity in this universe that you can trust and believe in is the Lord and God. And for one reason and one reason only: he will never lie to you. So, we've seen a lot of bombshells last couple of months, last couple of weeks. A lot of information's come out. Truth bombs. This is getting exposed. That's getting exposed. Oh. Big tech's in cahoots with the government. Everything's corrupt in this country. And I don't see it getting fixed anytime soon. So my what if starts out with, what if both sides have the same objective? And what do I mean by that? Could it be possible? I know that both sides are afraid of one thing: people taking matters into their own hands, and I agree with them. But both have different reasons for it. The deep state, they're afraid of the people because we have the numbers, and they don't. The white hats, as they call them, they don't want people to take matters into their own hands, because then they would be forced to act. And that would play into the deep state's hands. My question would be, well, if it's that simple, then why hasn't the deep state done this already? We've already seen over the years with these false flags. Why is it out of the realm of possibility for BLM and Antifa and their army to dress up as patriots? Because ultimately, this is what the deep state wants, right? This is where they're going. They want to accuse us of being the insurrectionists, of being the white supremacist threat. So why haven't they done it? Don't know. Who's in control? You know, I'm tired of hearing people saying the Patriots, the White Hats, they're in control of everything. Well, if that is the case, and we're watching a movie and everything's been dealt with, people have said everything's been dealt with. Well, if that is the case, then they're just as guilty as the other side. Why do I say that? Because they're hiding things from the public. Argument's been made. Well, we'll be shown the truth later on down the road. Well, right now that's not doing anybody any good. Numerous people out there that I watch and follow and listen to, I have a great amount of respect for. But I have to call out, not so much call out, but just question X22. I have a great amount of respect for this man. He stands his ground, his convictions. I've been listening to him since 2014. But yesterday's episode, he reported, now all of a sudden, the Arizona audit report may go longer than August because they don't have the routers and this and that and that. All the reports that you see out there about Trump's going to be reinstated in August and the report's going to come out in August, it's all fake news. It's all the deep state trying to get the people riled up to take to the streets. Fine, I get that. Here's my question. We have a right to question everything, and that's including what the White Hats are doing. So why aren't we questioning the White Hats in this thing? The reason I say that is because it's Trump's people that are promoting this August story. Mike Lindell, publicly, August 15th, Trump's going to be inaugurated. Donald Trump, this is going to be the best Christmas we've ever had. Some are theorizing the old Christmas in July theory. That's fine. General Flynn, there's going to be a big surprise from me on July 3rd. Haven't seen it yet. Donald Trump, this is going to be the best 4th of July we've ever had. They keep stringing the people along. Trump's party and people are just as guilty. I just wish X22 would acknowledge that fact. They're just as guilty for promoting this August stuff. It's my only critique. I think a lot of stuff he says is spot on. But at some point, we're allowed to question what the other side is doing also, are we not? Are we not told to question everything? This is where blind faith comes in. If you refuse to question what the other side is doing, then you're just as guilty. You're allowing them to just go unfettered without any accountability. Sorry. Let's bring up the jab thing. People have argued. Why is Mr. T promoting the jab? When we see all the reports of what's happening to people that have had it. Argument's been made. He had a choice to make. He had to open the economy, and the only way to do that was to get the jabs out there. I get it. I understand it. Because they wanted to keep us locked down till 2023. Well, the argument for 2023 lockdowns would have been, we have no way to gauge that because it hasn't gotten to that point yet. Logic would tell me, I don't think the American people would have put up with that. Again, maybe they didn't, this is what they didn't want, for people to take matters in their own hands. Understood. And the one thing the White Hats have been successful at is keeping people patient and calm. But this has been going on for 4 years now. How much longer can you keep kicking that can down the road? At some point, you're going to lose control, my opinion. Because to most people's eyes, nothing's happening. You know, all these people are out there. Again, a lot of respect for them. All stuff's happening behind the scenes. People have been dealt with. Military tribunals, yada, yada, yada. Here's the problem. You can't vet it. And their response is, well, you just got to take my word for it. No, sometimes your word's not good enough. Because you can't back it up. You can't prove it. And this is where I'm at. I don't want to hear anymore. I want data. I want facts. I want to be able to see it. Right now, I'm not seeing it. As far as I'm concerned, this is a war of good versus evil, and right now, Satan's in control. Because good is evil and evil is good. Everything is getting shoved down our throats. NFL promoting a commercial. The NFL is gay now. We've seen our sports corrupted. Every local county, every district, the school boards, our government, our local officials, everything is corrupted. The judicial system. Folks, this ain't going to get cleaned up in a couple of days or weeks or years. You're talking decades. This is how deep this goes. There is one person only, who could clean this up with a snap of the finger. And that is God. And maybe he's waiting for the right moment. But that is the only person that's going to fix this. We don't have decades. You got Team Trump out there. Well, what we need to do is take back the House and the Senate in 2022. Okay, we can't get to 2022 until 2020 is fixed, and right now it don't look very good. Arizona started this thing in March. Now they're talking August and beyond. Well, Arizona's going to trigger the rest of the states. Okay, if it took Arizona this long, how long do you think it's going to take the other 49 states? Come on, people. Logical thinking. They're stringing us along. Both sides. Obviously, the deep state still has some control. Because we keep hearing false flags are coming. Well, if this is all a movie and the White Hats are all in control, then that means they're controlling the false flags, right? Change my mind. No. Neither side is in control, in my opinion. Both has leverage. Both has power. And they're fighting for it. This could go either way, in my opinion. And I think that's why we're seeing all these delays. All these, keep hope, keep faith. I'll never lose my faith, but my faith is in only one person, not anybody on this earth. We know how corrupt everything is. The people that are awoke. For the people that are not awoke, I can tell you this. Based on experience with people, until it affects their daily life, they don't care. They're not gonna care. Case in point, a married couple, single people, without children. You really think they care what's going on in our school districts right now? Nope. Doesn't affect their lives. All these people care about is paying their bills, putting food on the table, and clothes on their back, and being able to live the life they want to live. This is not what Jesus intended for us. Do we have to remain peaceful? Yes. Jesus' teachings were all about peace. The disciples many times wanted to go against the army of Rome, to fight for Jesus, and he discouraged it. The zealots wanted to do the same thing. Jesus discouraged it. And why? Because Jesus taught them he could take the Roman Empire down without a single weapon being used, except one, his word. When Jesus was arrested by the Sanhedrin with the Roman guards, Peter got so irate he grabbed a sword and cut the soldier's ear off. Jesus pleaded with him to stop, yelled at him to stop, and said, "Peter, this is not the way." I believe that true to this day. There's only one person that can fix this, and that's God. So I want to just bring up some articles from today's news. President Trump releases a statement warning against Democrat attorneys stealing the election. For how long have we heard, Trump even said it, we have it all. We caught them. What's being done? In the public eye. FBI arrests man who smashed journalists' equipment outside Capitol on January 6th. How many people have been arrested from January 6th that are good people? That were just there for a rally? And this is where the questioning comes in. You cannot tell me that the 17 community, T's people, Mr. T himself, did not know what was going to happen that day. So who's really guilty? Some could make the arguments, both sides, because both sides allowed this to happen. I go back to who's really in control. Why can't we question the motives of the White Hats for allowing this to happen? I don't know. Maybe these people really aren't in jail. Maybe this is all a movie. Where's the evidence? I just know from what's being reported, which you can't trust, these people are all in jail. I don't know. American Quagmire. It appears several Republican Party leaders also operate within the secret cabal of corruption. What are the voters to do? It's a good question, isn't it? What are we to do? Because if this voting stuff doesn't get fixed, come 2022, what's the point? And what's that going to lead to? Oh, well, just wait till 2024. We'll vote them out then. Kicking the can down the road. So again, what are we really celebrating tomorrow? Because quite frankly, we're not free. We're slaves. We're caught up in a corrupt system where we have no rights. Our rights have been taken away. It's good on paper. But right now, it really don't mean nothing, does it? Because it certainly doesn't mean anything in a court of law. We're seeing that. You got Lynn Wood out there. Got dirt on it. He's dropping dirt on everybody. This person's guilty of this. This person's guilty of that. Is there truth to it? I say yeah. The reason I say yes? Because nobody sued him yet. My question is, why haven't you released it then? If you've got the evidence, release it. Again, these are all games. These are psyops. Some could argue both sides what the psyops for. I don't know. I wish I could celebrate something tomorrow. But quite frankly, other than a false flag, I don't think we're going to see any bombshell from Trump. Trump's speaking tonight. I don't know. Maybe he'll release a bombshell tonight, but all his rallies now sound the same. It's all the same stuff. Again, I don't know how many more people you think you're going to awake by doing these. None of the news organizations are even covering them. You got to watch them online. Newsmax covered the last one. They'll probably cover it tonight. But you got people attacking Newsmax now, saying they're corrupt. God gave us the greatest weapons to fight all this. He gave us the armor of God. He gave us the Bible and His Word. More powerful than any weapon or gun on this planet. Truth is the most destructible weapon on this planet. So with that, all I can say is stay strong, stay vigilant, be prepared. We don't know what's coming. And be safe. God bless everybody. I hope you enjoy your 4th of July weekend for what it's worth. Thank you and good night, everybody. Take care.